You may have heard that we've had some very exciting news in the last couple of weeks. Canopy has been chosen as one of this year's recipients of the Audacious project. That means that we will be receiving over the next 6.5 years $60 million in philanthropic support to supercharge our strategy to ensure that the viscose packaging and paper supply chains no longer drive the degradation or the destruction of climate-critical forests around the world, and that we transition to lower impact circular alternatives. By catalyzing the production of 60 million tons of NextGen onto the market, we'll be able to avoid more than 2 billion tons of greenhouse gas emissions. It'll also help us bring value-added revenues to rural communities and farmers, as well as avoid all the secondary environmental problems associated with landfills that are overspilling with waste textiles and industrial food waste. Canopy has a 10-year strategy to achieve this vision, and we have 3 primary streams of work. The first one is around strengthening market pull-through, deepening and expanding our work with brand partners to create the right market conditions to incentivize change by the conventional industry. A new stream of work for us will be working with partners to engage strategically on key pieces of legislation to create the right enabling conditions for this transition. We'll also be adding regional hubs in a couple of key priority regions around the world. Phase 1 will be India, Europe, and North America. Phase 2, Brazil, Southeast Asia, and China. As well, we'll be expanding our work to mobilize the $78 billion of investment that's required to actually turbocharge this transition of infrastructure globally. And then our third stream of work will be supporting conservation, making sure that this reprieve and pressure on forest ecosystems actually gets translated through into durable and just conservation. So we'll be working with our local NGO partners and local decision makers to build robust conservation-based economies so that large tracts of forest can actually be protected. Just before I was about to take the TED stage, I was really buoyed by the number of messages of support that I received from both philanthropic partners as well as strategic partners. And it really just reinforced for me the generosity of spirit that there has been from a broad community behind our work, as well as the fact that collaboration is at the very core of what we do. It's why we've been able to have the successes that we've had to date, and is going to be an integral part as we move forward in this really ambitious scale up and strategy over the next decade. On behalf of the entire Canopy team, I just want to express our deep gratitude to all of our existing philanthropic partners, foundations, individuals, champions, large and small, who have catalyzed our work over the last 20 years. As significant and generous as this support by the Audacious community is, we have a really ambitious body of work ahead of us over the next decade. And we still have $20 million to raise between now and 2030 to turbocharge those efforts. We look forward to our continued partnership with you and all of our partners out there. And thank you so much for enabling us to hit this incredible milestone.